get rolling here in just a minute after we make sure the stream's coming through all right. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a great Sunday. All right, looks good on YouTube. Do feel free to interact in the chat. All right, looking good on Facebook as well. All right, so abbreviated break tonight, mostly because we're about 40% sold on the pre-war mixer, so 59 spots left as of last check, so we won't be breaking that one tonight. We will be breaking the 86 Tops football pack, as well as doing a thumb through of the pre-war break, and just kind of, I know there were scans of a couple dozen cards, but I'll show you even more, and we'll spend a little time on them, and I'll talk to you about the break and kind of the nuts and bolts of it in case you haven't had time to dig in and read the full listing. But pretty cool break, and cool to look at some pre-war cards anytime we can. Do feel free to interact in the chat, just so I know that I'm not alone here on an island. I see we got a couple people tuned in. What's up, Derek? Right, so at least it's me and Derek. Appreciate you. But we'll go ahead and get started. Because it is 9 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. So up first, we've got this 86 Tops football pack. 17 cards per pack. Every spot you bought gets you a card out of the pack. What's up, Galen? Good to see you in the chat. And so the way the cards will be numbered in terms of our break is 17 is here on the back with the wax, so we'll actually work backwards on this one. Just because I've had a couple of packs of 86 Tops where we actually had 18 cards, so if I can avoid giving the top card to somebody, I'll do my best. So if they're 18, then nobody gets that top card with the gum damage. But if they're 17, then that one goes to spot number 1. All right, but we'll randomize our list of names. So we had 17 spots. I don't remember precisely how many people we had buy in, but here's our list of names. We'll shuffle this list up here in a second, and then we'll work backwards through the pack. So we'll crack into this PSA case. Whoever comes in 17 gets this card here, and we'll work our way down. So we'll get this random going and see where things shake out. If you could, give me a number in the chat, between or including 6 and 8, since we've got an 86 pack here. Between or including 6 and 8. First number in the chat, since there's only a couple of us. I don't need to put too many barriers on our numbers here. So first number to come in on the chat, between or including 6 and 8, is how many times we'll randomize this list. Thanks, Derek. All right, 7 coming up. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so we got Delbert at 1. We got Derek at 17. Paste these here. Then I'll shuffle these screens around a little bit so we can see just a little bit more. Move this is a little that way. And this is a little that way. And then a little bigger. All right. I think that's mostly legible. Well, now it's not. All right. Okay, good luck, everybody. especially to me, cracking the PSA case, always a dangerous endeavor. Let's see. Well, I've got my little crackers here. Let's see. What I did with my screwdriver. There it is. But yeah, we'll snip along the sides on this one. Feel like we haven't done a pack break in a couple months, maybe. I don't remember the last time we did one. Get the shards out of the way here. There's our PSA label, by the way. All right, it is free. All right. So there's the seal on that one. All right, and again, we're working from 17 down, so I guess I should scroll my list the other way. So that means Derek's got the first three we'll see. All right. Let's see, we got a nice little flip there in the middle. Right. Joe Jacoby. We got 16's also Derek. We got Daryl Turner. $15 is Derek. Dwayne Woodruff. Then 14, we got Delbert. Andre Tippett. $13, Rodney Moore. Gary Anderson, Kevin Butler on your scoring leaders. Right, 12 is Terry Kranz. Mark Gastineau. 11, Nick Reichard. It's Ted Brown. Right, then 10, we've got Delbert, Lawrence Taylor, nice looking card of one of the greatest defenders of all time. And 9, Rodney Moore. Right, those are just a touch stuck there with the glossy card. So we got Joe Morris on the 1,000-yard club. Little bit of stickage there on the surface of that glossy card. You can see the white there. And 8, it's Derek, Nat Moore. And 7, we've got Terry Crayons. It's John Turner. Six is Derek. Rick Bryan. Five's Derek. Doug Smith. Four, we've got Gangi. Getting Matt Suhey. Then three's Gangi with Herman Hurd. Then Rod Martin, also to Gangi. Right, the last, we've got Gary Green with little gummage. Yeah, pretty affixed there. So we'll have to find a different holder for him because the gum won't fit in the sleeve. So got one there with Green, Rod Martin, Hurd, Suhey, Smith, Ryan, Turner, Moore, Joe Morris, 1,000-yard club, Lawrence Taylor, definitely the best player in the break, Ted Brown, Gastineau, Scoring leaders, Gary Anderson, Kevin Butler, Tippett, Woodruff, Turner, Jacoby. Right, and then random off this wrapper. We'll do one more random here, and whoever's name comes out on top gets the wrapper. So that's the way we'll do that. So one more random. Again. All right, so Delbert gets that one. Probably fitting since he got the gum card. We'll just do wrapper. Okay. So that does it for the 86 Tops pack break. Don't feel like you need to go anywhere. We will proceed with previewing some of these cool cards from the pre-war mixer break that's up for sale right now. So do feel free to check that out on the site. Still got 59 spots left, so we've sold 40. We'll give one away before the broadcast. Once we approach sellout. Do give this a thorough look. Pretty solid value. I pegged the average value at like $147 a card, based on comps, and some of these are tough to comp, so just what similar cards have sold for in their condition. But two pretty cool hits here. We've got a T205 Cy Young, SGC 1.5, and a E121 American Caramel Ty Cobb. Pretty epic cards, I'm gonna be honest with you. Anytime you got Cy Young, you got Ty Cobb, those are always special. And so these are certainly no exception. Good stuff here. It's plenty decent number of Hall of Famers throughout. I know the high price point is prohibitive for some people, which I totally understand. $150 a spot, free shipping, of course, on a break of this value. But every card is graded, all 100 cards. There's T205 Zach Wheat, Casey Stengel. So strip card here, SGC 2.5. Got a few strip cards that are fairly cool. Frank Baker, 3.5. Here we've got Play Ball, Lloyd Weiner, Little Poison. Of course, Paul is Big Poison. Then we got Bill Terry on a W513. Play Ball, Mel Ott. We got Home Run Baker from 40 Play Ball, PSA 2. M116, Hal Chase. So, not had a lot of M116s, but there are a handful in this break, which is fun. Show you the others here in a second. So they're a little higher grade, even though they're not big names. Got Gomez here, 39 Play Ball, SGC 4. T206, Hugh Duffy, SGC 5. Really nice, clean example on the Duffy. Along with Rhodes, hands at chest. There's the 4. Few caramel cards, E95, Rulebach, 2.5. So E95s here have the checklist on the back. So you can see Rulebach, he's number 25. A few Cracker Jacks, Aldring here, and these are 1915s, and there's James Vaughn. The 1915s, the back is upside down relative to the front. The 14s are the ones where it's as you would expect. The 14s are also a little thinner, so as far as the paper goes. Some cards for sure we've never had in a break before are the E103s, and there are 3 of them. Really tough cards in general, and so you got Ewing here doing McQuillan, blank backs on this issue. Here's a few more of those M116s. As I mentioned, a little higher grade. So here we get a 4, 5 on the Seymour, 4 miscut on the Lather. So you can see there, miscut shifted south. Gessler got a 5. One thing I love about these pre-war cards, a lot of the designs are, I mean, it's really like owning a little piece of art, in my humble opinion. Chemnitz, another Cracker Jack. Little Gaudy action with Jack Burns with a 3 from Beckett. A few more Gaudis, a few more play balls, and then I'll show you some of the T207s that are in here. Weaver, Deschong, Dahlgren from 39. Oh, and the Deschong, so obviously also Allen, Walker, Rolfe, so that's 35. Gaudy 4-in-1s where they kind of repurposed images and focused in on faces and cropped. But, Sam West, it's a GAI graded 7. One of the older GAI grades. But all right, then we've got Herschel Martin, it's SGC 5. We got Wally Pipp, Bancroft. Actually, I don't think that one's in this break. The other Bancroft. No, I don't remember. Do I have both Bancrofts in here? Just one. Nope, no, I got them both in here. Okay, cool. So both Bancrofts, then Barnes, Stahl, National Game, so that's 1913. T205 Sheen, Philadelphia Caramel, E95, Maddox. It's the same set as Rulebach from that we looked at earlier. So yeah, roughly, I actually don't remember the exact count, but roughly half we just looked at. The other half are a variety of T207s. So I'll just show you a sampling of these just to give you an idea. We won't go through them all, but you can see the full list on the listing description. See here, Latham, he's a PSA 4. Leach is 3. Lennox is a 4. All these are recruit backs. Lively is a 4. Livingston with A on his shirt is a 2. Lord, 3.5. Marzan's is a 4 MC. McIntyre's a 3. As you can see, McLean 4.5. So some really nice examples, nice clean cards considering they're from 1912. Milan or Milan, as we say in Tennessee, is a 4. Morgan, Philadelphia, it's a 3. So you can see nice little representation. The high end of this break, that Ty Cobb's, probably a little over $2,000 card. So definitely some big hits out there. Cy Young's, he's in the 4 figures as well. And then the low end, I think there are, oh, now I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it was 17 cards that I had priced between 40 and 70, 75 or $74, and then so but was 39 cards were worth 125 or more, so kind of in that neutral to plus range. So it's definitely some big hits out there, some that are on the lower end, but on par, you know, every spot gets a card from before World War II, which is graded, which is pretty cool. So give that a look see. Kind of hard to get a card that's not cool in this break, I have to say. We'll work on getting those sold out over the course of the next week. Next break next weekend is scheduled to be 52 Bowman, so we'll see how I decide to swing that since we've still got this one open as well. I don't think I'll postpone it, but I may try to come up with some way to encourage folks to buy into the pre-war mixer, just because I don't want it sitting there forever. Um, so give it a look see, and then we'll have 52 Bowman coming out. I was going to do pre-sale on it. I may not do a pre-sale now, and we'll work on uh, getting these sold. So, anyways, I've still got to think on how I'm going to do these in conjunction, but keep your eyes peeled for that, and should be good fun. So appreciate you tuning in, spending a little time with me on this Sunday evening, and yeah, that's all I got. This is Burl signing off.